welcome back to Let's Play Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance, or should I say, Let's Play Have I Got Enough Money to raise the enormous amounts of troops I need to throw at the Gorgon's endless hordes of the dead before he will recruit another ally and grow very hard to deal with. There a chaos unit in there? Yeah, that's Janelli. As you can see, I'm definitely still earning a lot of money every turn, while I'm also spending it. And another reason, of course, I'm having to do it this way is that my excellent, brilliant, fantastic army, my super army of spellcasters is stuck in consolidated because of this bugged out, entrenched guerrilla army of the Gorgon in there. The Gorgon, though, has 4 provinces left, I think. This one, where he's got a massive army, but which is awarded by chaos, so nobody else can move in and out for now. I'll have to deal with that sooner or later. These 3. He hasn't declared war on me yet, no? Or he has skeletons, 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 all skeletons. Yeah, that's what he's got left. On the plus side, he really hasn't been... We haven't heard anything about him actively seeking another ally, though, so there's still an element of racing the clock here, because every turn that passes, there's a greater chance that he will summon even more hordes of the undead, as if he doesn't have enough already. Right now, for example, he's summoned a massive horde of the undead right here in Stone's End, which we took from him ages ago. Doesn't have any sources there or anything. It just so happens that the Gorgon is just automatically given a bunch of skeletons in this province, even when I've taken it from him. How many skeletons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12! As if these two will ever be able to deal with... These 2 casters can't deal with 12 skeletons? It's ridiculous. Oh well, This army would completely walk over the skeletons down there. But they're stuck because of this terrible bug.
My liege?
Now, I must confess I am tempted to use a strategy suggested by, since these are bugs and bugs and more bugs, I'm tempted to cheat. I am. Perhaps I eventually will. But not quite yet, at least. Not quite yet to ready to start cheating just yet. What I want to do right now, because I tried to fortify some of these provinces, and for some reason I couldn't. Can I do it now? That's okay. Alias, you screwed up last time. I asked you to do it. I can ask Rockhammer. You're a dwarf. You should know everything about building stuff, right? So metal, Zapdig, and Sage's Fen are the most crucial ones. Metal, Zapdig, and Sage's Fen. Come on. Okay, I got mine in Sage's Fen and in metal, but in Zapdig? No castle. This game is crazy. Oh well. What do I do about these skeletons in the middle of my realm suddenly?
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
My liege.
Well, I'll certainly build some roads now. From Sage's Fen to Oryx's Head, for example. To facilitate quick, easy travel, I can also use a road from Metal to Sears Hold. And perhaps from Sears Hold down to either Metal or Abattoir. Okay, definitely cheaper to build it through Motel and also more practical, I think. That costs a bunch of gold bars as well. 17 gold bars, that's a big army, that is.
Yes,
Fortunately,
Regent?
this will allow me to move my troops around a bit at least. Gorgon hasn't declared war on me yet, at
My
least.
liege.
Your Highness.
What units do I have that could possibly deal with skeletons?
Yes, Regent?
I do have one priest and my regent. But against 12 of them? My regent can maybe blast. Well, this is a low level priest. She's got about 5 turn undead spells. That's going to translate into about 3 of those skeletons. There'll be 9 skeletons left. Maybe if I'm lucky, my regent can deal with 2. I'll still then have 7 left. That's a tough battle for my archers to deal with.
Your bidding.
A very tough battle for my archers to deal with, but it might be the
My
best shot I've
liege.
got. So, 3 elven archers, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can fit 6 more elven archers into this army. How many can I raise? Braithinder can raise 4. Kimmer can raise 3, so that gives me the elven archers I need.
My liege, it shall be done. My liege, of course, my liege. Your bidding,
The alternative, the only other alternative I can think of
course,
is,
my
again,
lord.
throw
Yes.
massive
as you wish.
numbers
My liege,
at that
it
army.
shall be done. Yes, Regent, consider it done. Your bidding, it shall be done.
Yes, Regent?
You know what? A few I will probably need.
My liege, consider it done.
My liege.
A few
It
dwarven,
shall be done.
a few melee units
Hear and obey.
My liege.
might just help as well.
Yes, Regent. Of course, my liege. Your bidding, consider it done.
Your bidding.
Your bidding, my liege. It shall be done. Your bidding, my liege. Of course, your highness.
Your bidding,
Any other options? There is one other
your bidding,
tactics or
Of
strategy
course,
I
my
could
your
use.
bidding? Yes, Your Majesty. Your bidding? Consider it done.
My liege.
And that's charging the Wood Knights. And then following up, perhaps with my spellcasters behind there to deal what damage they can. The Knights are still gonna get slaughtered that way. No, this is the best I can think of.
As you wish.
Your bidding?
What else? Missions point. I obviously need to press my attacks against the Gorgon before he gets too tricky. He doesn't have any good sources now. So if
Your Majesty?
I could really deal with them quite easily
Your
if I had
Highness?
all my priests now. But I don't. I don't really want to declare war on him, at least not yet, because he hasn't declared war on me. I don't want to be forced into a war with him, especially not one that I sort of
Your bidding.
that isn't sort of well prepared. I don't have any good spells, do I? Alchemy, Demogorgon, Deathblade, none of it which are any good. I suppose the only thing for it is just raise massive armies and sort of throw them at him. Yeah, look at the massive army he's got in there. This one isn't as bad, but I can't get to Mutian's point, except maybe I can through Zaptic. Maybe I can do that through Zaptic.
Your bidding, my liege?
I think I'm gonna pull my
Your Majesty? Of course, my liege. Your Majesty?
Yes, my liege.
strong
Your bidding, my
army
liege.
Your Majesty?
back where it doesn't get bogged
Yes,
down
Regent?
suddenly.
As you wish, Regent, my liege.
Split this
Not your
force.
troops.
Forbidding, my liege.
Oh, I need at least this much to repel anything remotely like an attack.
Yes, Regent. Consider it done, my liege.
Those guys in there.
My liege?
Okay, I do actually have some knights and some archers and dwarf bowmen.
Your
I
Majesty?
do have an army here that might be able to do something.
My liege.
Your Majesty? Your bidding, my liege?
My liege?
But not that much really.
My liege.
I suppose if I were going to attack somewhere, an autocalculator would be in Mutian's point. What kind of army do I have then? I've got this, I
Your
suppose.
Highness?
Your bidding.
A few elves, some goblins, a few more dwarves. I could always
Yes,
snap in there.
My liege? I hear and obey.
Your bidding, my liege? Your Highness?
Oh cool, I can actually send my troops around enough now to
Your bidding, my liege. Your wish is my Your Highness.
It shall be done. Your Highness.
Your Highness. It shall be done. Your bidding, my liege.
It shall be done. Your bidding, my liege.
Your Majesty, as you wish. Your bidding, my liege. It shall be done.
Your bidding?
No, the point is I want those
Consider
dwarves
it done,
to
my
join
lord.
these guys.
It shall be done. Yes, Regent? Hear and obey.
My liege.
But that's sort of... If I'm going to try and actually press an attack...
As you wish.
Your bidding.
And that's the kind of army I'd want
My
to do
liege,
that
as
with.
you
Your Majesty.
Your Highness.
No, I'll leave them there for now. We'll see what happens in here. God, I've been just thinking this whole time, and I should start doing something. Still no good lieutenants. Well, if this is going to be a contest of money versus undead magic, then I suppose one way to increase my money is to start setting up some trade routes. Something at least. Ah, here comes the Gorgon. Declares war and attacks. No, moves around actually. Moves troops into Zaptig. I'll never win this, obviously. Better to retreat. And that is my regent against all those skeletons. My regent and my priest will go straight into the battle.
Yes. Consider it done. Yes. Right. Your orders. Consider it done. Your command. Yes, Regent. Yes. By your command. Yes. By your command. Archers ready. Yes. Archers ready. Your orders. Archers ready. Archers ready. Your command. Archers ready. Archers ready. Your command. Your orders. By your command. Yes. Yes. Right. Your command. Your orders. Yes. By your command. Yes. Consider it done. Your order. Consider it done.
And we're down to our necklaces of missiles. We might as well use them.
Archers ready. Your command. Your orders. Your orders.
There may
Consider it
certainly
done.
be a time where it is even more crucial, but
Archers ready. Archers ready.
sooner or later we'll have to use them, so might as well be sooner.
Archers ready. Your
Keep
orders.
the
Your command.
bows
Your
moving.
command.
Oh, keep our regent out of harm's way
Archers
as much
ready.
as we
Your
can.
command. Your order. Right. Your command. Archers ready.
These regent missiles have a lot of charges, at least.
Archers your ready. Command. Your order. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to do that
Your command.
strange thing here where you can. Okay, you're finally out of even necklaces now.
Archers ready. Your command. Your order. Consider it done. Your command. Your order. By your command. Your
I'm gonna have to do that strange thing where you sort of
Archers
move
ready.
through advancing units,
Your order.
move straight through the
Your
enemy's
command.
lines.
Archers ready.
It's
Order.
weird,
Your
I
order.
know,
Your command.
but what can you do, sort of?
Archers ready. Archers ready. Your order. Yes. Yes. By your command.
Okay, I'm gonna risk engaging
Archers
that
ready.
skeleton
Your
with
order.
my
Archers ready.
regen.
Yes.
because it was just so
Yes. Your
badly
command.
damaged, and
Your command.
it paid
Yes,
off.
Regent. Your orders by your command.
I'm gonna risk having that priest also stand there. Actually, no. Change my mind.
Archers ready. Your orders. Yes, Regent. Archers ready. Yes. Your command. Yes. Yes, Regent. Your orders.
Pull them back there where they can
Archers
at least
ready. Archers
retreat
ready.
if
Orders
they get
back. Your
too
orders.
badly hurt.
Your command. Yes.
I don't want to use up
By
my
your command.
all my regents, necklaces and
orders.
missiles. They're
By
such a
your
precious
command.
resource.
Archers ready. Your command.
Given that I don't really do much
Your
adventuring,
Archers ready. Yes. By your command. Your orders. Archers ready. Your orders. Yes. Yes. Move back. Your command. Consider it done. Your orders.
oh,
By your command.
phew.
Yes. Consider it done. Archers ready. Yes. Right.
You may
Archers
say
ready.
that I'm sort of
Archers ready.
exploiting bugs here, that you can sort of move straight through enemies, but it's not as if
Your orders.
the game isn't sort of bugged out enough already. I have to exploit the bugs that are here. It's not as if the Gorgon isn't exploiting that bug. I would have no problem with this
Orders.
if it wasn't for that bug, and I'm not at least downright
Archers ready.
cheating.
Your orders. Your command.
How many do they have on the field now?
Archers ready.
24
Archers ready.
units. Not
Yes.
not 24 units,
Your
but
command.
24 troops.
Your command. By your command.
Yes? I'll do it soon.
I killed 8 of the skeletons. Where did the others go? Go away, Gavin Tail. And Corin is. Oh, you want a full alliance? You better improve the offer. 3 gold bars. Tribute.
It's your turn.
Maybe you can give us an even better offer later on. So what happened?
My liege? Yes, Regent? Yes, Regent? Of course, Your Highness.
I
Your
don't
bidding
know what happened,
as
but
you
at
wish.
least we were able to beat them. It cost us pretty much
Yes,
all
Regent?
Allegory to Calstra's. Yeah. Okay, this was actually the army we were sort of hoping to fight anyway, wasn't it? It's a bad army, but it could have been even worse, sort of. So, what we're going to do then?
Your bidding. My liege.
This is going to be an auto-count battle, I think.
Your Highness. My liege.
How are you doing? Okay, we've got some archers, some knights.
Your bidding? Of course, my liege. Yes, Regent. Consider
Joining
it
some
done.
more missile
Your
troops
bidding?
in there, and we've got
As you wish.
Your Highness.
an army that can
Majesty?
Your bidding, my liege.
charge at least.
My liege.
This force needs to be dealt with. It won't be easy. They've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skeletons.
Your bidding, my liege?
Your Highness.
Your Majesty?
Your bidding. Consider it done. Your Highness. Your bidding. Of course. Yes, my, Regent. My liege.
Okay,
Yes,
I
Regent.
have more
It shall
archers
be
in there
done.
than I remembered. I'm going to have to muster even more dwarves, I think. Crushing rock. Crushing rock dwarves. Where are they? Crushing rock dwarves. And that's all I can muster in Crushing Rock, apparently. Given I already have
bidding?
mustered a good deal in there.
It shall be done.
Your bidding.
Yes, Regent? My liege?
Of course.
This is now a better army at least than it was. It probably won't be able to deal with all these skellies.
Your bidding, my liege.
Your Highness?
Yes, Regent.
I'll muster in Zap. Let's see. Take one more look at the skelly army. There's
Your
goblin
bidding.
archers at the bottom. Let's see. Zaptake. Zaptake.
My liege.
My liege.
Okay. Muster some metal goblins.
Your bidding, my liege.
Regent, consider it your highness. Yes,
Your highness.
Well, must muster some Sears Hold goblins. Sarah's Hold. Where's Sears Hold? Oh, yeah, that's where we couldn't muster goblins. Jog Warren goblins. Motel. Abattoir. Goblins.
Regent. Yes, your highness. My liege. Yes, Regent. My liege. Yes, Regent. My liege. Consider it
Your highness.
My liege.
Yes, Regent. It shall be done.
You march north to Zapteg.
Yes, Regent.
Join the
Yes, my
goblins in
liege.
there.
Your highness. Yes, Regent.
And I suppose that's it. Next thing, obviously, that I have to do. I must now declare war on the Gorgon, so hopefully I can do something bad to him on the last action. Go away, Midor. Go away, Alien. Gorgon's crown moves reinforcements into Zapteg. Okay. This is the kind of army fighting all those skeletons, commanding the battle wouldn't really be any point. I'll have to not control it. I won, but I lost nearly my entire army. Okay, this thing they got one skeleton unit. If I don't command that, I'll probably lose.
Your order? Consider it done.
If I do command it, I should win,
Your command. Your command.
but it'll take a while. It'll be these elven cavalry units will
Order.
act as archers, basically. And there, I was quite lucky there. Go away, Gore. Go away, Cornus. Okay. So I suppose that means my goblins didn't actually see any action this turn.
Not your troops.
Your Highness?
Yes, Regent.
These goblins, I mean, didn't see any action.
highness.
Can I go from there into Mutian's Point?
Consider it done.
Yes, I can actually.
Regent.
Thus splitting what's left of his lands in two. That makes sense, I think. Oh, I mustn't forget, I have to deal sooner or later with shit death. So I'll need sources and stuff in there.
Your bidding. Yes, Regent. Your bidding.
Regent.
What's he got in here? Skellies, 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 skellies. Some gnolls and stuff. Nothing but skeletons. Well, actually got two skeletons. I
Your
might
bidding. Your
risk
bidding,
at
my
least
liege.
trying my hand.
Of course, Your Majesty. Your wish is
Not
my
your
command.
Your bidding, my
troops.
liege.
Your bidding, my liege. I hear and obey.
My liege. Your Highness?
Your Highness?
Gonna try this.
Yes, Regent?
Your Majesty?
Or at least attempt to try this.
Of course, my lord.
Much ease into Anathar like that. Good.
Your bidding, my liege.
You guys
As you
marching
wish,
full
Regent.
strength
Your
into
bidding, my
Mushin's
liege.
point.
As you wish, Regent. My liege. Of course, my Your Highness. Yes, Regent. My liege.
I don't think I'm very likely to win
Your
that one.
Highness.
Oh, and these guys are
Bidding, my
gonna
liege?
get stuck, aren't they? Completely stuck too. Well, if he's going to go somewhere, it's
Your
better
Highness?
he go into Metal and into Zaptig, because in Zaptig I've got no castle. But he can't, because that stuff is impenetrable. Arg! I shouldn't have. I'll have to pull one of
Your
these
Highness?
armies out of there, but I suppose I can see, depending on
liege.
which army starts, what I'll do.
Not your
I'll
truth.
not. I don't want to deal with the Gorgon
Your
himself
Highness?
right now, so I'm simply going
Yes,
to put
Regent?
one
As you
archer
wish,
in there to try and
Regent.
pin him down. And that's about it, I think.
Yes, Regent?
My liege.
I do have an army in here that I could do something with.
Your Majesty?
Your Highness. My liege.
Let's see. I don't want. Well, actually, it's possible to send in Carol and Alum now.
Yes, my liege.
Given that he doesn't have
Yes,
those
Regent?
terrible
Your bidding, Majesty.
sources anymore.
As you wish.
That let him mass destruct us badly, so I can try it with these guys. Send those guys in there as well. See what he does then. Now I've spent a lot of gold just moving my troops into his territories, as you can see. But last action of this turn, I'm going to create a source holding in the Gorgon's Crown's lands in Shadeth. It's very important. If I'm ever going to be able to deal with that province, I need a source in there. To deal with the ward he's got there and to deal with the castle he's got there.
Succeeded.
So I need a lee line as well for that. Go away, I want. And I'm thrust in against. Right, this army. Wouldn't be so bad to fight that one, but they could get stuck. So I'm actually going to retreat here in fear of that terrible bug. Or don't I? Yeah, I will. I'll retreat. As for this battle, oh, it started with a lieutenant, of course. Shit. This just might be the end of my lieutenant. There's very little point commanding it, I think. I could retreat and just try and whittle him down with the rest of my forces, but I don't want the lieutenant to die, at least not until he's used up all the charges in his, what's it called, the, you retreat, of course. Use up all the charges in his, necklace of missiles. These guys are gonna fight. I'm not gonna command it, so I'm obviously going to lose. But they took a lot of damage. They lost 12 units at least.
As Chamberlain, my
Let's look at troop reports now.
Count
He's
strength
down to
more than that of your peers.
78 armies now. He's still got a bigger army than me, but it's shrinking at least. So, yeah, I hope I'll save. I shall save before something goes terribly wrong. It's 10:48, is it? So I hope you'll join me for the next episode of Let's Play Birthright, the Gorgon's Alliance. Until then.